Today's Consumer View. Cars are getting smarter. New technology can make driving more fun and also safer. Have you ever heard of infotainment? It's a term you may hear if you're in the market for a new vehicle these days. Automotive expert Casey Jordan is here to help explain. Casey, thanks for being with us
no problem.
again today. Infotainment, very interesting. Explain, if you would, what it means.
Well, infotainment is that new center stack in your vehicle where you have a screen or a display, and that is going to combine your radio, your telephone, your climate control, all into one unit that you can operate generally through your through voice commands or through the steering wheel controls, or just regularly, touching out and controlling the unit. So infotainment now has become all those things wrapped into one part of your center console. And
I know you've brought something here that will be very helpful if you have a vehicle that's maybe a little older like me. You could also still have this.
Most of the stuff is going on new cars, but there's been a product that's developed right here and invented right here in Austin called the iRoc, which works with your iPhone, and it clips into your iPhone like this, and everything that your iPhone does, it will do in your car stereo. You can do navigation, you can do hands-free calling, it charges your phone, you can play Pandora on it, and you can do all these different functions right from your stereo. And this just came out, and this is going to be a fantastic holiday gift for a lot of people.
Maybe for me. I hope my wife is watching now. But you mentioned this was invented and is distributed right here from Austin.
Yeah, you can buy these. You can go to iRoc online and look for places where this is distributed.
What are some of the vehicles out there now that will offer in-car infotainment systems already installed?
Well, a lot of the vehicles, the luxury vehicles, have had infotainment systems for years. Mercedes-Benz has a system called Command. BMW had an iDrive system. But right now, Ford has Sync, which is bringing it to multiple consumers where everyone can have an opportunity to have this infotainment system in their car. So one thing you want to look for when you look for an infotainment system is make sure it's ease of use. There's some new products coming out from General Motors called MyLink, which will be an infotainment system that's dedicated to General Motors products. And Toyota has a new system coming out called Entune, which will be very similar to Sync and MyLink, that provides all that information and entertainment for you right on that center screen.
And these are the brands you were talking about. This obviously is one for independent use when you have a vehicle already, but some of the other brands coming out are going to be included in a lot of vehicles that you purchase from here forward.
Absolutely. So when you're looking for that new car, you probably do want this type of infotainment system, but make sure you bring your phone with you, make sure everything's compatible, and make sure that before you leave the dealership, you know how to use it.
That's the best advice. I've run into that myself. Very helpful and very holiday season's right around the corner. Maybe who's watching out there?
You never know.
Thanks a lot, Casey, for being with us today. And if you have a question for Casey, you can always email him. Ask Casey at kview.com. He'll be back here next week answering some of your submitted questions.